Alright, so in this video we're going to make a button GUI component. So I know the last video I said we would make the main menu. I think we might do that next video. This video is going to be very quick. Let's create a Java class in the GUI package called GUI button. And this is going to extend the GUI component class that we made the other day. Now we're going to have a couple of attributes. We're going to have a private final string text, so the text of a button, right? When we have a button and it's a start button, we want it to say start on the button so that we know what the button does. That's what that text is for. We're going to have a font for that text and a color palette, so that way we can set the color of the button. So like when the button is just sitting there doing nothing, it's, I don't know, gray. And then when we hover our mouse over it, it'll turn white or something. Who knows? Something like that. And then we'll do solid, a boolean called solid. It's the same thing as the other components where we had that solid, that is solid boolean. It just determines, all right, is it drawn like an outline, or is it like a filled in texture. We're going to have a private final vector 2i called text position. A private final click listener called clicker. You know, like the clicker, like a TV remote. All right, so then we can do a constructor. And in this constructor, we're going to have a name. We're going to pass in the name, the position, the scale, so the size of the button, the text of the button, the font, the colors, or the color palette, whether it's solid, and the click listener called clicker. Okay, so now we have to create a constructor matching the super, so we'll just put in the name, the position, and the scale. That's good. And then we can initialize everything. Text equals to text, this dot font equals to font, this dot solid equals to solid, this dot color equals to color, this dot clicker equals to clicker. This should be is solid. And then right here, this dot text position is going to be equal to a new vector 2i, position.x plus the scale.x divided by 2, so that centers it in the button. That's what this does. It centers the text within the button. Alright, now we're going to have a update method because that's required for each GUI components. And we're going to have a render method, which is definitely required for each GUI component. And in the render method, we're going to say g.setColor to color 0. So set the color, or the idle color. And if our mouse is hovering over it, then we will check if it is solid. In which case, if it is, we will do g.draw rectangle, position.x, position.y, scale.x, scale.y, GUI text.draw string, pass in g, text, the text position. I'm going to say it's centered, pass in the color, and then the font. Otherwise, we are going to fill the rectangle, right? Pass in the position. There we go. And then we are going to GUI text.draw string, g.text, g, and we're going to pass in text and text position. We're going to center it. This time we're going to pass through the second color in the color palette. There we go. Now, if our mouse or cursor is not hovering over, then we will do something else. We'll do if it is solid, g.fill rectangle with the position.x, position.y, scale.x, scale.y. And actually, I think it's the same thing as this, right? I believe so. Yeah. Then this will go in this else statement right here. Okay. So that's the GUI button, pretty much all finished. All we need now is the clicker, the onClick method, right there. And we'll just do clicker.onClick if this onClick method is called. Now, remember we made this weird interface? We're gonna show you how that works in this video, or in the next video. So see you guys. That's it. It's just making a button. Oh, actually, I should probably show you guys how it works. So we'll go into the game scene. Actually, no. Let's do it next video. All right. See ya.